All right. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Freeman, 3FG, 2FG, whatever you want to call me. And I'm proud to officially say we're back. It's finally warming up outside. USPSA season is back. Shot my first outdoor match of the season. And I'm excited to say I placed fourth. Actually, I placed sixth overall. I placed fourth in carry optics. I'll talk about it in a second. The basis of this video that I want to talk about was why your stage planning sucks. Well, why my stage planning sucks, because it's not just me. I know it's other people as well. But I wanted to talk about some of the that I did that really pissed me off with this match. There's actually one stage I really want to talk about today. So if you actually want to watch that stage breakdown that I'm going to do, I'm going to talk a little bit right now. But if you want to watch the stage breakdown and just stop hearing me talk, you can click to this time right here. But when it comes to stage planning, I usually just follow the second best person or the first best person in my squad to, do the thing that I think that they're going to do correct. Because usually the people that's been doing this for a while understand the ins and outs of where to go, what to do, and usually following somebody that knows what they're doing is the best way to do it. But sometimes it's hard because not all stage plans are the greatest stage plan. Usually there's like one or two that's like a really good one, probably the stage plan you should go for. But depending on the match that you're at and the club that you're shooting at, it depends on how they set the stages up. So you never know which stage plan might be the best. In this instance, where I f***ed up at was I actually had a stage plan and switched it last second, right before I actually went on. So I want to talk about that in a second, but I want to talk about 4 main points of stage planning that I feel are really important. These are things I've accumulated over the past 2 years of shooting. These aren't any original ideas. I honestly just been watching a lot of YouTube, a lot of pros talk about what their stage planning, philosophies are, and just trying to come up with something on my own that makes sense to me. And like I said, if you don't want to sit through this, this is the timestamp where I'm actually breaking down the one stage that I want to talk about. So number one, I want to talk about maximizing your efficiency. If you can map out a good strategy for the stage on where you should move and how you can continue moving while continuing shooting, minimizing that amount of time between not shooting, that's gonna be the best way to maximize efficiency on a stage. This is something I'm working on as well. I've learned from a couple GMs that the difference between the M and the GM is being able to see where you can go that's gonna allow you to shoot as many targets as you possibly can and how to cut down on positions on certain stages. I'm not an M or a GM yet. I'm hoping to be there at the end of the summer, but just from watching all the M's and GMs that I've seen shoot and talk about shooting, that seems like one of the most important things is maximizing your efficiency on the stage. For number two, I want to talk about predicting your score potential. When I talk about scoring potential, it's based off hit factor. If you're shooting a USPSA, your hit factor is based off the amount of points you shot divided by the amount of time that it took you to get those points. And a good stage plan will allow you to get the most points in the least amount of time. When thinking about your score, you got to factor in the amount of targets that you can take on the move, which targets you must hit standing still, and which targets you can blend between the two. Sometimes it may seem like a good idea to take a hard target on the move, but then you also got to factor in the amount of points that you would get taken off either hitting a no shoot or a miss, just trying to get a little bit of time shaved off. I will say this one thing, there's times to take risks and then other times it's usually okay to play it safe. I don't take as many risks as I can in practice, mostly because a lot of the things that I'm uncomfortable with doing, I won't push myself to do them. But as of recently, I have been trying to get myself out of my comfort zone. You won't know what your potential is when it comes to hitting hard targets until you tried it out yourself. So take this with a grain of salt, but definitely try to shoot some positions that may be a little bit harder for you in matches and in practice. And that's gonna flow right into number 3, which is building confidence. A good stage plan will give you the most confidence in the world. If you go up to a stage understanding exactly how you need to shoot the stage, you'll 99% of the time be good. Even if you feel like it's a bad stage plan, I've caught myself doing a bad stage plan plenty of times, but still shooting it in a pretty good time, versus trying to switch to something that you feel like you aren't capable of doing. I would much rather shoot a slower stage plan than try to focus on doing the fastest stage plan and ended up making up some mistakes that would ultimately give you a worse score than you choosing the slower stage plan. Ultimately, trying to get as much anxiety out of yourself when it comes to shooting a stage is probably the way to go. Not having the confidence to shoot a stage at your 100% ability will ultimately get into your brain, and anything that's going on in your mind during that stage is going to fault you. And last thing I want to talk about, adapting to the conditions that are on the range, whether it be weather, whether it be ground texture. Some ranges have gravel, some ranges have dirt, some ranges have hardwood floors if you're shooting indoor. Understanding what you can and can't do on those textured grounds is really good to know. You can't run hard into a position on gravel the same way that you could do it on dirt or on an indoor floor. And understanding that you can get out of a position faster in an indoor floor versus trying to slide out of a position in gravel. Just know your footing, know your limits, and do not hurt yourself if you don't feel like you can get to a position fast enough. I've caught myself slowing down heavily on gravel stages because I can't slide in gravel. It's something that's, you know, scares the shit out of me because I don't want to tear a fucking ACL. And then on stages where there's dirt and mud, just understand that you'll probably get into a position and slam your foot into a puddle of mud. It happens. It just happens. But when you're walking your stage, make sure you're seeing every position you need to be into, putting your feet in the exact spot that you want to stop at. I do that a lot. I make sure I get myself to a position to where I want to shoot my target at and basically stomp in that position to know this is where I want to be when I want to come shoot these targets. I hope that felt somewhat professional. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if I should be preaching to the choir at this point. I'm not the best shooter. I never claimed to be the best shooter, but these are a couple of the things that I've learned in the 2 years of me shooting USPSA. Now, I wanted to go into the breakdown of the stage that I had shot at Brooklyn Sportsman's Club USPSA match. All right, so we got stage 2 here. So this is my USPSA match that I shot at Brooklyn Sportsman's Club on the 6th of April. This is probably the worst stage I've had in a match, mostly because my stage plan fell apart. So I'm gonna play it through one time, and then I'm actually gonna break it down on what the hell happened. Okay, so I hate watching that back. I get pissed off every time I watch it back because this had the potential to be a really good burner stage, but my brain is just messed up. So the plan initially was to go right. I switched up my plan and I went left. It was the exact same plan except for just swapping sides, so I was gonna do the same thing. So I'll play it. My plan was to go left. My plan was to go right, but I went left instead to go here. So there was a toss-up on if you should shoot this target or not because you can see it from a different array, which I'll show you when we get to the front. But I shot these 3 targets, pretty standard, until I got a malfunction there. That is the first malfunction I've had on my Glock, I want to say within almost 1,000 to almost 2,000 rounds. I have not had a click no bang on a stage in a long time, so that threw me the off for one, and that on top of my stage planning being bad already, it was just a double whammy. So tap rack clear. I only shot 1 after because my brain processed me shooting 2 for some reason, and I just moved on. So moved on this target here, pretty standard. Move on this target, hit a reload here. Had a bad time inserting my mag there, but I got through it. So my brain here is just already jumbled and fried. I'm already lost. I don't know what the I'm doing. I'm honestly just shooting whatever target I see. I did remember that I shot this target, so this was a target that was at the beginning that I said I was debating shooting at first. I remembered that I shot that target, so I used this target as a blender target to just help me move from the right side to the left side of the stage. So as you can see, I started moving on this target. I get here, gun is up, which is really good. My gun is up early, ready to shoot about right here. I don't mind it. It could have been up earlier, but I don't mind, you know, the way I did that. And this here is what blows my fucking mind, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? Is this amateur hour? Bro, what is happening? Like, I completely skip over the entire steel target. I can't even say it's because it blended into the background because it's a bright white target on the fucking stage. And it sucks that I did that because I literally have no recollection of me seeing that target in the first place. I was just so, I guess, like brain rotted from the that I did earlier in the stage that this target didn't even exist to me. Yeah, and the thing is, AB was so confused too because he was like, he didn't even, I don't think he even noticed that I didn't shoot that in the first place. I want to go to the actual video, like just the POV, because I have the whole thing recorded. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys this paper here. So initially, I didn't. You only shot 1 at it. Okay. I didn't realize that I only shot 1 at that.
Yeah, I thought that too, but 2 alpha, 2.
And then here.
Yeah.
mic FTSA.
Dude, it hurts every time. Why did I do that? Basically, know your stage plan because your brain will get fried at random points in the stage, and everything's gonna go out the window. So I think the better you have a mindset on your stage plan, something like a malfunction clearing or whatever the hell happened on the stage will won't fuck your stage plan up as bad as it did mine. I still can't believe that happened, bro. Hey, I just got back home from a match, so I'm about to load some mags, but I wanted to do a quick little update on these things. So these are the GloryFire Bluetooth headphones, and I know I've talked about the GloryFire product before. I don't want to seem like I'm shilling out for them. They don't pay me anything. Just remember that, guys. They don't pay me a goddamn thing. They just so happen to send me out a product that they really believe in, and I decided to give it a second try. The thing is, I'm gonna stand on business when I say this. I still don't believe that these are indoor headphones for anything, whether it be pistol or rifle. Unless you're shooting like a 22 or something, I don't think you should be using these earbuds inside at all. But also with that being said, if you do get the pleasure of using these things outside, I love them. I shot them at the match at Brooklyn Sportsman's Club. I had my over-the-ears on for a little bit of time just because it was cold outside, but I switched to these, and man, being able to listen to music before I go up and not having to worry about things squeezing in my head, especially with the strap I already have using my GoPro, it was so beautiful, bro. I think there was like maybe like 3 or 4 stages after the stage that I just messed up on, where I was just like, you know what, I'm vibing now. I might as well throw some music on and just vibe for the rest of the day. And when I tell you it was a vibe, I vibed. You see how many times I can say vibe in this video. Like I said, I don't want to bash their product because I think that most like just single ear in the ear earbuds, I wouldn't trust on the indoor range a day in my fucking life. I only got one pair of ears, and I already have a lot of ringing going on, and I'm not going to be the one that's deaf by the age of 30. I'm 28 now. Damn. And I got a lot more years of shooting in me before I go deaf. For the sizing, I used all the large portions of them, and honestly, the large worked perfect for me. I think that was probably the issue I was having with the other ones as well, was the medium. I had a mixture of the medium ear caps and the large, like actual plug that goes in your ear. So I think you should stick with the same size ear cap or ear plug that you do with the cap on the earbud. I've said this before, and I think I'm gonna say it again. I think these might be my go-to earbuds for USPSA. Pistol shooting, I love them. I have this little fucking strap on it that they come with it. Hold on. Once you take these things out of the thing, they connect to your phone or whatever device that you have connected Bluetooth-wise to them. And I have this strap that they sent out with it, and the strap just goes behind your neck. And if you want to take them off and let them hang, they work perfectly for that. I didn't have any issues with them coming out at all. I was running throughout the stages. I'll probably show some videos, or you can see in the BSC match that I had after probably like 2 stages, I switched out and put those on. They work perfectly, bro. Like I literally can't say anything more good about them in that aspect, because I think outdoor, like I said, they work perfectly, and I'm gonna continue to use them outdoor. So once again, GloryFire, thank you for sending these things out. I really appreciate it. I think anybody that believes in their product and are willing to send things out for free for review, you got a lot of balls. I respect it as a company, and I really want you guys to do great things. With that being said, I have a discount code. I'm not getting paid, bro. They're not paying me. I have a discount code for 10% off your order at GloryFire. I will recommend the Bluetooth ones every day for somebody that's shooting outdoors. Maybe not rifle. I have not shot a rifle. I didn't try it with rifle today. Maybe I have to give that a try. But with USPSA outdoor pistol shooting, go vibe, bro. Go vibe with these, because they work really well. That's honestly all I got for this video. I really enjoy making these videos and breaking down what I did wrong, because I'm gonna do a lot of wrong shit in my life. And I wanna be able to document all the shit that I did do wrong, because when I am officially good at, God damn it. When I am officially good at this sport, which probably will be never, I think I'm always gonna say that I'm bad at it. But when I get to a point where I feel like I'm keeping up with the big dogs, it'll be good to look back at these videos and see what the hell I was doing wrong, or what learning processes I was going through at the time. So like I said, that's all I got for you guys. If you watched this video in its entirety, I really appreciate you guys for being here, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh hey, nice of you to join me. If you wanna watch a video on how I almost blew my rifle up right in front of my fucking face, click this video right here. I'm breaking down exactly what happened, and also I shot a full match, so If it's something you're interested in, thanks for checking it out.